Namaste and a very warm welcome to another impactful episode of Impact Leaders with Simply Suparnaa, where we feature SABERA awardees over the past 7 years. Today, as well, we are joined by a very inspirational personality who is the director of a very unique hospital that has been awarded by SABERA through the COVID times. It's Bhaktivedanta Hospital and Research Institute. But before I bring on this inspiring personality to your digital screens, I'd like to start by narrating the Saraswati Vandana. As you know, Shakti has held me in good stead. And the Saraswati Vandana talks about dispelling the darkness of ignorance that resides in our hearts with the wisdom of knowledge. Ya kundendu tushar har dhavala, ya shubhra vastravrita, या वीणावरदंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पदमासना या ब्रह्मचित्त शंकर प्रभूति देवै सदा वंदिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यपहा. And now, without much further ado, let me bring on to your digital screens Dr. K. Venkataramanan, who is the Director of Projects and Programs at the Bhaktivedanta Hospital Research Institute. He has over 4 decades of management experience. He's been with the manufacturing industry, international trade, consultancy, and has had a remarkable transition from the corporate, as he likes to put it, rat race, into a life of service. He holds a PhD for his thesis on management by spirituality, an integrated approach to management, which has earned the recognition from the governor of Tamil Nadu. Dr. Venkataramanan, thank you so much for doing this for us.
Thank you, Suparnaji, and also to SABERA for having arranged this particular session. I'm really delighted to meet all of you and see how we can take it forward this session.
I am so inspired by your conversation, the whole concept of Bhaktivedanta. I had limited knowledge because we knew about the work that you did through COVID, but the whole ethos of Bhaktivedanta, and we'll get into that. But first, I want to get to know you as an individual, somebody who has had 4 decades of corporate experience, would be, calling the shots through various industries. Why would someone like you want to settle into a life of service?
Wow, that's a very interesting question to begin with. And I'm from a remote village in south of India, and I have got ingrained into this particular kind of doing something good to the society, to others who are our neighbors. It's through my grandfather, who used to distribute every evening little toffees to the children playing around in the village, and also to my grandmother, who used to cook and feed everyone around. And these are all some things that have gone into. And later, when I was in the corporate world, it has been a great journey. I have been interacting with a lot of great professionals like Shikha Sharma and others. But then at a particular point, it was, as I told you, it was becoming a rat race. At the end of the rat race, whether I win or lose, I continue to be a rat. This particular feeling was haunting. And when I used to go and brush my teeth every day, I was not able to see myself clearly on the mirror. So I decided, just like quit India, quit Mumbai. Probably I will be happy and leading a life which is closer to my heart. And my wife, Padma, she was very supportive. And though she was working as a professor in the college and later as a principal, but then we decided to move on. And at that particular time, I had the fortune of interacting with Dr. Ajay Sankhe, who is the current CEO and one of the founding members of the hospital. He decided to purchase the flat, and that is how we interacted. But then he said that
He decided to purchase the flat that you were selling to get out of Mumbai. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. That's
wow,
right.
That's serendipity.
And then at the exit, he was telling me a particular verse, Tane Stiter. If you are not happy in the place wherever you go, you will not be happy. So think about it. And he moved on. And then I decided, why not me try to support these doctors and do something which will probably bring out the best in me. That is
Wow,
how I.
this is such a journey. It almost seems like it's like a chess, board laid out, and properly each time, the specific pawn was supposed to have moved, and that's how you actually came about, being an integral part of Bhaktivedanta Hospital. Someone who started from a village in South India, went to school carrying slates and chalks and not really notebooks, having the influence of grandparents who believed in Atithi Deva Bhava, which essentially meant that irrespective of who came over to your house, and especially those who didn't have enough means to be able to feed them, to be able to spend time with them. And that's the ethos that you carried on through your corporate life, which somewhere was, kind of hidden, till the fact that you came to a point where it was like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't be a rat anymore. To selling your flat and moving out back to your village or to a smaller place where you don't have to rush in time for your children. And imagine the person who bought your flat is somebody from the Bhaktivedanta Hospital who gave you this wonderful verse saying that if you can't be happy or stable in the place where you are right now, you will never be able to find that happiness of peace. And that's something that resonates so deeply with me, because my guru also says this: irrespective of the issues that you're surrounded by today, by moving your place, or just by moving a company from one company to the other, those issues may, for a little while, you may feel that they have dissipated, but they will resurface, because those are your testing times. You have to learn to grow and evolve through that. So how wonderful it is. And the whole concept of Bhaktivedanta Hospital. Tell us a little bit about the ethos of this hospital.
This particular hospital, Bhaktivedanta Hospital, is now located at Mira Road, Mumbai. It's a 300-bed NABH accredited facility, but we also have 9 other centers around here, as well as in Maharashtra, as well as in Uttar Pradesh, that is in Barsana and Vrindavan. The purpose, the entire hospital is based on the guidance given by Swami Prabhupada and his disciple, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who has written a book called The Journey Home, which has been a guiding inspiration for all these members of Bhaktivedanta Hospital, that we need to do the service. Nature of water is liquid, nature of sugar is sweet, nature of human being is to serve. So we are all here for the purpose of service. We have 4 times prayers a day. Whenever the shift begins, whoever is in the shift, we all come together and pray. We have 25 members team of spiritual care department, which has triple S formula spiritual support system, wherein each and every patient, beyond their religious faith, we all try to connect with each other. And in fact, in the hospital, more than 35% of our patients are not from Hindu faith, but we have such close connectivity. And the purpose is to not only treat the body, but also treat the body, mind, and soul together. And in this direction, we have also set up a department of integrated medicine, wherein the physician, allopathy physician, Ayurvedic acharya, the homeopathy physician, dietitian, spiritual counselors, and yoga instructors, all of them are sitting together, and the patient and their relative, 2 of them sitting together, and they are facilitated to take informed decisions which direction they would like to take. They want to take allopathy or they want to take Ayurveda. And each of them facilitate and contribute to the best, so that the patient can get cured or cared better.
Wow. And I think this would be one of the most unique hospitals, because something like this I don't think exists anywhere in the world, where you have an option of choosing whatever it is that you feel comfortable with moving ahead. So it's really not about the hospital pushing something on you, but giving you the entire spectrum of holistic healing, if you please, and for the patient and their caregivers to decide how they would want that kind of treatment. Is that correct?
That's right. And it's there is a mobile. You might have heard of Jagannath Rath. So it keeps moving around in the hospital. Each and every patient gets an opportunity to offer flowers. They feel that the Lord has come to bless them. And it is mentioned that in the scriptures that when a person decides to commit suicide, more than 50,000 scorpions bite together, that kind of pain he or she gets. So, because the only fact is they don't have anyone in this world to whom they can open out their heart. You know, there are three set of rules. One is offering food, accepting food. Then offering gifts, accepting gifts, revealing one's heart in confidence, and listening in confidence. These are the 6 loving exchanges between any living individuals. And also, this applies when we are dealing with patients. And when we sit together and talk to them, in fact, Harvard Medical, they did a research by sending priests to the bedside. The average length of stay has come down. And you know who were insisting on this? The insurance companies were insisting. Please send the priest to the bedside, because 2 days of lesser stay means they are able to save on huge. Similarly, but in our case, we have been giving this, and we have found that the repeat admissions have come down. The patients are feeling better, and the problems are inevitable, but suffering is optional. So we try to encourage them to accept the realities and try to face the situation with more love and care and compassion. And the basis of Bhaktivedanta Hospital is treatment for the body, mind, and soul with care, compassion, and competence. We have more than 150 plus physicians attached to the hospital. We, in addition to the super specialty facilities, we also conduct more than 500 plus camps to the community, going around more than 150 kilometers away from the institute.
Super. So this, of course, is about Bhakti Vedanta, and we had, a comment come in by Vikram saying that the story of, your journey is truly spiritual. Feels like what you seek is actually seeking you. And you know what? This brings me to my next question. While there is this ethos about Bhakti Vedanta, and I know for a fact through COVID, irrespective of whether the patient had the ability to pay or not, you did not turn away even one single patient throughout that period. You, as an individual, also have done a doctoral research on management through spirituality. Tell us a little bit about that. How did that come about?
You see, the purpose of management is to ensure that we manage ourselves better. Once we are able to, even Peter Drucker, who is a management guru, has written a book, the challenges of 21st century is to manage oneself. We see that there is so much depression, there is so many things that is around, even amongst the youth and children. So the best way is to manage oneself by setting an example, and also to inspire others, touch, move, and inspire the hearts of the people. Otherwise, I can share a particular story during COVID. There was this attendant called Sitaram, and he used to, though we were providing food to all our staff, because and we were having 8 to 10 vehicles picking up our staff from various places to run the show. but Sitaram was carrying two dabbas, lunch dabbas. I asked him, Sitaram, why are you carrying two dabbas? We are always providing you the food. He said, people are coming from far off, our own colleagues. In case somebody is hungry, I want to feed them. He may be carrying two rotis and little sabji. This is the kind of compassion a person can do. And also there is another ward boy called Murugan. One of our patients, while he thought that he is taking out the golden chain and putting it in his pocket, but it has fallen down. He was not aware. After coming back from the X-ray, they realized it is not there. He straight went to the security and asked whether is there anyone has given you. And then the security asked him to identify and hand it over. I asked him who gave it to the security. For this ward boy, probably this would have been a year's earnings. But if he is transformed to that extent, that means the management is functioning. So it is not that what we have, it is how we are able to present it and bring and unite the team together. That is real management.
Super. And I'm actually overwhelmed with the kind of way in this 21st century when people are talking about how they have been mistreated into hospitals, and hospitals are only out to make a quick buck, and only vitamin C, like you also mentioned earlier, is the vitamin of cash. And here we have an institution like Bhaktivedanta that is not only offering their services, but as an institution itself is thriving. That you don't have to cut corners to be able to thrive. I think that in itself is a huge, testament to the fact that one, you decide to serve, I think you are automatically taken care of. People get scared that what will happen to me if I give away my service, my time, my money in the service of somebody else. What do you have to say for that?
Oh, that's a very wonderful question. I recall when we used to conduct the camps in the rural areas, one of the camps I visited, and one lady with probably a torn sari, she came. Her name, I recollect, it's Damayanti Parik. And she requested, my son has to go to the college, so can you please put me ahead? So I understood her urgency. I took her ahead and the treatment was done. And she came to the hospital for surgery. She had her vision back. And after about 2 months later, one day, one of the office boys was telling, there is some lady who wants to meet you. And I was sitting with others in the meeting, but she was waiting. So I just asked her to come in. She had probably not having many saris, and she was wearing the same kind of sari. And she opened her purse, took out 3,000 rupees and gave it to us as donation. She said, this is the first salary my son has got. I wanted to give it to you. So this was worth more than $1 million actually. So there are people. What I learned from Damayanti Parekh is how to give. It's not the question of how much we have. It's always said when we go to the temple or the church or mosque, it's not how much we are putting into the hundi, but how much we are retaining back. Here she was giving herself fully. So there are a lot of such transformation. There was this Rachana Garg who was staying in a police quarters in Bandra. She lost her husband when he was around 40. He had a heart attack and she was about 33 or 34. They were having 2 children. She had to vacate the flat and she was staying closer to our hospital. And she was going for the job. One day she collapsed and she found to have cancer spread to 8 parts of her body. And whenever we were giving home care to her, when you used to go to her house, she will get up from the bed and start preparing tea for us. We used to tell Rachna, just relax. We are not here for taking. We are here to see you. And then whatever she does, she will always be glorifying others. So it is giving credit to others is her is the lesson that I learned from her. There are many such stories, real life. If you ask me to share 50 stories together, probably we can go on for another 2 hours, 3 hours.
And I'm saying that every time you share this anecdote, it is so inspirational, it is so personal, it is so heartfelt. And I am grateful on behalf of the Sabera team, on behalf of us. We're saying thank you for the service that you're doing. Thank you for Bhaktivedanta Hospital in serving humanity more than anything else. We're also flashing Bhaktivedanta Hospital's website address in case people would like to know more about the facilities at the hospital. This is like Dr. Venkataramanan mentioned, that this is in Mira Road in Mumbai. And this is also, it has branches in 2 other cities, you said, where?
It's in Uttar Pradesh. It is in Barsana and Vrindavan.
Okay, Barsana and Vrindavan. And any parting thoughts? I know our time is up, but there is so much. I still don't want to shut this interview because there is so much, knowledge and wisdom that you can share with our viewers and with me, really. Any indelible mark, any further anecdote that you may want to share before we actually, close this conversation?
Actually, years back, there was this, one blind person used to come to the temple. And every Sunday, they used to feed nice prasad. So he used to come. One day when he entered the temple, it was heavily crowded. The security stopped him. He said that you can't get in. He said, I'm blind. I can't see the Lord, but I'll stand here and the Lord will see me from the first floor. The security got ill. So he said, please go inside. And that day we announced about the Barsana Eye Camp. And we were requesting the volunteers to apply for it. And we used to take more than 500, 600 volunteers. Some of them will be doctors, nurses, and other paramedicals. And this fellow applied, came with his application to the hospital, which is almost 20 plus kilometers away. And he wanted to come for the camp. But then he also brought his biodata. He wanted to join the hospital. Several attempts were made by him, but he was not getting the right kind of thing. I don't know from where he got my name. One day he entered my cabin. I said, his name was Gopinath Bainik. He is from Orissa. So I told him, Gopinath, I may not be able to help you because it's a hospital. But then after 3-4 visits, I thought that let me give him a chance, audience. And I said, I'll ask you 2 questions. Please answer. He said, what is the goal of your life? And what will you do if I don't give you a job? He was answering in English and Hindi. He said, sir, I'll answer the second question first. Don't think that if you don't give me a job, I'll not survive. In Mumbai, we, as blind people, we are taught to do pickpocketing and drug trafficking. But I want to earn by honest means. I stood up from my seat. I wanted to offer my, dandavat pranams to him. And he said that, sir, I'll answer the first question now. I am from Orissa, and when I was 14 years old, my vision was going down, and I asked people to give me money. By the time I collected 5,000-6,000 rupees and went to Shankar Netralaya, the retina got detached and I lost my vision. Sir, I want to give vision to 10,000 people before I die. I said, you're appointed, whether HR pays or not, we will pull up to you. And he asked for a laptop. We gave him, and he brought his own JAWS software. And today, in the last 5-6 years, he has done more than 4,500 people the vision he has given. And he is an integral part of the team. And he is also got initiated on the spiritual side by Radhanath Swami Maharaj, one of our founding, inspirations, as I told you. So this is the kind of people who are around with us. All of them are real gems. And we need to have, there is a verse that comes in, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. If your eyes are anointed with love, you can see that kind of things in others. Great.
Super. What a beautiful note to wind up our conversation. And one more thing, I can't resist but say that the way you're narrating these anecdotes for many years all over your journey, you still remember each one of their name, whether it's Rachna, whether it's Gopinath, or whoever it is that has had an effect on you. I mean, that in itself speaks volumes about you as a human being as well. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you for the Bhaktivedanta Hospital. If people would like to volunteer, bhaktivedantahospital.com is the website that they can find out more about the institution. And I wish you good health, and above all, I wish you lots of love. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Grateful to you, Suparnaji, and also to SABERA for organizing this particular event. It has been very, very enriching to interact with you as well as your team. Thank you.